You guys are going to need to make this quick because Mama got to take a big fat diarrhea.
Why didn't you do that?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to lead into this podcast.
Real talk, though, I was talking about it recently. Like, everybody, be honest. Taking a dump feel good.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
feel good.
It feel good.
It's better than good. It's like when you stick a Q-tip deep into your ear.
No,
Good.
had bad experiences with that one as a kid. Don't trust my mom that much. Don't let her in there anymore. She loves.
No.
She
Rule
went way too
1,
far
don't
with the
let her
Q-tip.
in there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, mommy, you love me? Well, don't put a Q-tip halfway up my brain.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another edition of the SourceFed Podcast here on SourceFed. Matt Lieberman, Bree Estrig, William Haynes.
Hey.
Dealing with the big important questions of the day.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
so
do
many
the
of them.
dump feel good? And yes, it do.
It
Yeah.
really does. I think somebody was telling me recently it's because biologically, like, we have to be rewarded for things that, like, kind of, like, save our lives. Like,
Sure, that's why sex feels good, because
Yeah.
it's procreation.
Yeah, it's the best thing. And taking a shit feel great, too. Does that mean I like butt stuff?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think
Yes,
so.
it does.
Like, I'm being dead honest. Like, I was thinking about it too much. You know, don't overthink sexual shit like I did. I was like, I think I like butt stuff now because taking a shit is great.
Does taking a shit affect your prostate in any way?
I don't know.
Does that poopy rub up against it?
Yeah.
It probably does. But the one thing that does happen that I do know is like your butthole, like, it fills with blood when you're about to
Crumb?
take a shit.
Oh.
No, when you're about to take a shit.
Ew.
And no, it's like it's the fact that it's like swollen with all this blood for some reason is what makes it feel good.
Swollen with all this blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been,
It's
like, working
real
on
weird.
that because I feel like I got a lot of tension down
You're
here.
working on getting that blood flow to your butthole.
Honestly, yeah.
To the butt.
I've been stretching and shit because, like, I feel like this area of my body is just, like, real stiff. And,
Sure.
like, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's another, like, best feeling in the world feeling?
Ooh.
I think back scratches.
Back
Or like
scratches.
arm scratches.
Yeah, I remember the first time I got my back scratched in college. I was in like a sleeping bag with this girl, and like I was like, I mean, you know me. I was like, hi, and she did it. And I was like, I remember she left that day, and I was like, thank you so much. I just had to thank her. That was nothing to her.
So good.
Or not even back scratches, head scratches, like when someone's scratching the top of your head, or like one of those head massager things. Like, it feels pretty good when you do it, but when someone of the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever, when someone
Somebody
that
you
you
wanna-
like,
When someone that you're into
when
does
someone
it.
you're into is doing that, jamming it up and down on your head, it feels incredible.
I like it
Yeah.
when you're in the bed and somebody hugs you and brings you like something to drink.
Oh,
You know what
it's
I'm
just
saying?
like takes care of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also
that.
kind of mean to me because I like that too.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for
Dismissive.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like it when it's like, you remember that, what's that movie where they were like, ooh, I've been putting pine sol in your water all this time.
What
movie was
is
that?
And then the guy's like, oh, you know, I've been seeing dead grandma on the streets all the time. Sixth
I think
Sense.
Six, is that? how
Is that Sixth Sense?
Wasn't she putting pine sol in the kids' drink? Not pine sol, but bleach.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, it's not Sixth Sense, but it is.
Is that
It's like a horror movie.
It is?
Ooh, I saw them both in my childhood. Both scared the shit out of me, and I think I put both those movies into the same category.
Okay.
You don't know? I feel like you would
Maybe
know
it
this.
was Don't Say a Word or whatever it was. I'll
Here's
never
all I
tell.
remember. All I remember was like there was like a VCR thing, and then you
The
know when you
Ring?
keep your TV. I don't know what it was. There was a TV, and you opened it up, and the girl had a camera in there where she was keeping like VCR recordings, and she saw that either her mom or her maid had bleach that she was putting in her water, and she was drinking it because the mom wanted her to get sick so she would die soon so she'd get her money.
Oh.
What?
Wrong movie?
See, that reminds me of Some Flowers in the Attic.
Yeah,
Like,
wait, what
that.
money is the little girl getting? Wouldn't the huh? What?
Maybe it was just a home movie that he was watching.
Well, maybe it was my life.
Yeah. Is your sister okay?
She's great. I'm glad I have no money. I mean, no real money. Like, because then
Oh,
people
yeah.
want it. Mm-hmm. You never
If you won the lottery, oh my God, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, people would try to kill you.
Yeah. Being someone you know, I would immediately be like, how can I get some of that? I know I don't deserve it, but I would be trying to get some.
Of course.
Have you ever heard the story of the guy who cheated on Press Your Luck and got over $1 million?
No.
Okay, so in the 80s, there was a show, it was a very popular game show called Press Your Luck.
Is
you
it
might
British?
have seen it. No, it's an American game show. If you ever heard like Big money, no whammy, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a reference to that. So this guy figured out that they only had it was like a big board that lit up things seemingly randomly, but it was actually a pattern. This dude learned the pattern, and he exploited it to win over $1 million, which is the most anyone had ever won on a game show, and would win again until Who Wants to Be a Millionaire came out in like the early 2000s. So he got all this money by cheating, but got it. He took it all out of the bank in $1 bills, because a local radio station had a daily contest where they would read out the serial number of a $1 bill, and if you had it, you could show it to the radio station and they'd give you 50 grand. So he thought that he would have the most chances to win that money and keep his spree going. But instead, his family every day would spend all day looking through every single one of these $1 bills looking for the serial number.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
This went on for a few months until they got robbed and all of it was stolen.
Yeah.
Every last dollar.
I did hear about this, and I also the people who did the game show decided that it wasn't like wrong or whatever because he figured out the algorithm, and then they just changed the algorithm.
Yeah.
So like he did.
Is that cheat? That's not even cheating. That's just like
it's gaming the system.
Smart.
It is, but like, isn't that a game show? Is to figure out how to win the money?
But it broke the game. The show got canceled after that.
Good.
Yeah. It was a good show.
Good. That's what people want to see. Other people winning $1 million. Like, that's the reason that we watch game shows. We want to see people win big money or lose big money.
My dream, like one of my life's dreams, is to go on Jeopardy.
Really?
Yeah. I've been watching Jeopardy on and off again for like my whole life, and I just want to someday be like, hey, Alex Trebek, I'm on here now too. Now what?
Do you think you'd have a good shot?
No, absolutely not.
He just wants to be there.
Oh, okay.
I just want to be there because I think there's this part halfway through when they go to commercials, they cut back to this part where Alex comes up to all the contestants and he's like, so what's the something about your life? And it's always super uninteresting.
Oh my God, it's so boring. Okay, I would be so screwed on Jeopardy because I would say the thing wrong, like who, what, when, where. Like, I would forget about that every time.
Too.
I'd be so nervous.
And then I guess they don't give you the points.
They don't give you points if you say it wrong, right?
Well, I know the answer, Alex. I would love to get an argument with Alex. But I think I heard that Louis C.K. is about to be on it, though, and he's going to kill my dreams.
What?
Why is he going to kill your
Jeopardy?
dreams?
No, I heard he was just he's going to just be on it.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That was what they were talking about in the writer's room. Maybe it was a joke, and I thought it was for real.
If you guys ever want to be on a game show, there is a secret to getting on a game show.
What?
It is to be... So I used to work for a reality production company, and they made a lot of game shows, and they made The Price is Right and shows like that. And when I was at The Price is Right, we were talking to the talent producer, and he said, the one trick that gets anyone on The Price is Right, or any game show, is... on your way into the theater to watch the show as the audience, you get interviewed by the talent producer. And he has a secret signal that he sends to his co-producer when he talks to somebody that he likes. And the secret is to be crazy excited before he talks to you, while he's talking to you, and after he's talking to you.
Yeah.
All they are looking for, it doesn't matter what you look like, what you're wearing, your age, whatever. All they care about is that if you get called, if your name gets called, you're going to go fucking bananas.
Yeah.
And then if you win money, you're going to lose your goddamn mind. They're just looking for somebody who's going to go crazy.
Yeah, because it would suck so much if they cut to the confetti and you were out there like, oh.
Yeah, like just how you are on a given day.
Yeah.
If you were just like, hey, Will, you just want a speedboat.
Oh, yeah. It would just suck.
Yeah, a brand new car.
Oh, wow, I always wanted that.
Yeah, exactly. Because like when people don't care, it devalues the show.
It really does.
Yeah.
It would be really funny, though. I would want to see a show like that where everybody was always just like really chill about it. Mm-hmm. But, you know.
Do you remember the $1 million drop? This was
Which
a game
was
show.
that?
It was on Fox a few years ago. And it was a really bad game show because you start with $1 million. You start with $1 million. They give it to you. You have it. And then they ask you a series of 10 questions that are multiple choice. And every time that they ask a question, there are 4 answers, and each answer is displayed above a trap door. And you want to pick if you want to put all your money on the trap door that's under the correct answer, because if you put it on any of the other ones, all the money falls through the trap door and you lose it all.
That is so fucked up.
And you just watch people lose money over the course of an hour.
That's really sad.
There's something fun about seeing other people lose money.
Is
I
there?
mean,
Yeah.
no, you're right. Like, absolutely.
Because you
It's
get
so
to be
fun.
like, I would never let that happen to me.
Exactly.
But you know damn
You would,
well.
the exact same thing would
Yes.
happen. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how much money you win on Jeopardy. I still want to be on it just for the conversation.
Yeah, you can win a lot on Jeopardy, but you have to like go back over and over and over again.
Yeah, I remember watching the guy. Do you remember the guy who like won like a bunch
Ken
of times?
Jennings.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
watch that like every week and see him like keep doing it, and it was really impressive. Who knows where he is now? I saw on Reddit once somebody was like, "Oh, Ken Jennings is great on Twitter," so I followed him. It was okay. Yeah, he got a
Were
great
you
review.
expecting dank memes?
Yeah.
Sick burns or
I for real thought this man was about to be hilarious, and he's okay.
okay.
One time I went on a date with this guy who was a Jeopardy champion,
Yeah.
and he was so creepy.
Creepy how?
Like, just so creepy. Like, can I touch your hair? Creepy.
Oh.
No.
Yes, and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I don't think I'll ever watch Jeopardy again.
Can I touch your hair?
Can I bathe you? Yeah, no, it was just like, it was so weird. Yeah, we met on OkCupid. That was
Oh,
a time.
Oh yeah, you got it. Like you, yeah. Never
Will,
mind.
did you ever do OkCupid for real?
I did. I remember a friend of mine and I. We really sat there and signed up for it, and it just like as I was answering the questions, I began to feel lonelier and lonelier, and got sad. And I was like, I don't think this one is for me. Tinder was way more fun. It was so easy and totally based on superficial reasons. So that was much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinder's like Jeopardy. It's
Yeah.
a game.
It's a game.
It's a
Well, that's the
game.
thing. It's
It's
like
a
when you're
game.
bored, I'm going to go play the person game. You, no.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yes, no. Yes, no.
Isn't it creepy that it's like when you match with someone, it says play again?
Yes, that is
That's
100%
not
so creepy.
to me.
Yes.
Like, it's just like the worst.
Because it's a game.
It's a game, and
And
you can't win.
That's
Yeah.
why it gets out of hand in LA, because there are so many options. Like you could
Yeah.
you can match one person today and you will never see them in your life. You live in Oklahoma, you match some person, they also work at the gas station that you go to.
Have you ever run into or seen in the wild someone that you definitely saw on a dating site,
Yes.
but you never talked to?
Yes.
Yeah? Where?
Yeah. I think I saw at like a coffee shop.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. Okay, it was this girl that I was talking to. Okay, so I did talk to her.
Okay.
But she creeped me out, and I didn't end up going on a date with her because she we had made it to phone numbers, so it was like Tinder to phone.
Okay,
Like we were
okay.
texting each other trying to figure out a place to meet up, right? And she started to get really possessive. Really quick.
Oh,
Like I had
boy.
never met her before. And so she was like yelling at me for no reason. So I blocked her number, right? I
Yeah.
definitely saw her in a coffee shop.
Oh my gosh.
She looked batshit.
I saw a girl that I had like creeped on OkCupid like a dozen times, but never said anything to at karaoke one night, and I was freaking out. I was like, I should say something. It was like, no, but
No.
it pops up in the thing. She's definitely seen that I've looked at her profile. I'm like, I'm such a loser. No way. And I was like, no. Lieberman, you're gonna sing, and that's gonna make all the difference. You're gonna sing so well that when you go over there and you talk to her, she's gonna be like, hey, you're a great singer. And I'm gonna be like, thanks. I saw you on OkCupid. And she'd be like, what? And I'd be like, yeah, I did. And I didn't go over to her at all.
What did you
Good.
did you end up singing anything?
Of course I ended up singing. I went through like a very long, very intense karaoke phase where
I could see that.
well, it was the first thing that I did for myself by myself out here. Like right after I moved to LA, I got into a long relationship, and like I bought the majority of my furniture with that girl, and like I moved into my she helped me move into my apartment. She like took care of me when I was sick. Like all the things that I learned that I like to do in LA, I did all of them with her. So I needed something that wasn't like my friends and wasn't her. And there was a bar down the street from me, and I would walk over there every Sunday, and I would do karaoke with a bunch of sad drunks, and it was
Oh,
just
is
like
this where
my
your birthday
thing.
party was at?
No, not that place.
Oh.
That's like way down in Culver City. No, this is a place called Pat's Cocktails in Studio City. It's like a small place,
Yeah.
and I would sing 3 songs because I was like real sad at the time.
That's what I was literally just talking to Darren about this on the other podcast last night. How I've been to a couple like to one in particular karaoke place, and the people that were doing it were just doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
They weren't even enjoying the bar. It was because they were like, you know what? I hate my life so much. This feels amazing.
I want to go sing. Everyone needs to stop what they're doing and listen to me now. This is my time. It's like stand-up, but you don't have to write anything.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like doing an open mic
scary.
because it's scary. It really gets your heart pumping. But I like karaoke. I find karaoke to be way funner because, like if you forget your words, you just read them.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
That's true. I don't know. Karaoke is too scary for me. I like private room karaoke with my friends. I don't like performing for
I've never
strangers.
done that.
I'm too scared.
I feel like it's a waste when it's a private room.
No, you can be loud and crazy.
You know what the reaction of everyone in that room is going to be?
Drunk.
Yeah, drunk.
Drunk.
There's no range of drunk though. It's all like, yay! Now you get do Spice Girls. Fuck. Like it's, I don't know. I'm
My
not.
voice is not great. So.
Wait, what if there was like a karaoke for stand-up comedy where it was
Oh,
just
I would
like
definitely do
all
it.
these famous routines and
Karaoke?
and the words lit up in time with the pacing of how it was actually done.
I would
Interesting.
for sure do Bernie Mac. I ain't never had no pumpkin pie. You ever heard that one?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Except it's not though, because like the sheer amount of white people who do like rap songs and lean into the N-word when
my
they do
God,
it. Like, can you
yeah.
imagine that one Chris Rock bit like of like the difference
Yes.
between yeah.
I was in a private karaoke room like a month ago, and I chose Gold Digger by Kanye, thinking, of course they'll have the edited version.
broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope. And so I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
People.
Broke folks.
I was just like quiet. I
Yeah.
was quiet.
Missed with the broke.
Sad.
It was too late to do another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. As for me personally, if I was in the room, I'd be like, hey, we're at karaoke night. Nothing matters here. Go up there and say whatever you want and mean it too.
Oh my God.
Go up there.
I want you to go up there and I want you to sing your heart out. I want you to take every word as your own personal gospel and make me believe.
Oh my
This
God.
is acting. This is a character.
Yeah.
When you go up there, you're Beyonce as far as I know.
Oh my God.
You are talking about your friend who is dating a man, a rich man.
No.
Yes.
I can't do
And
it.
this is how this character is expressing herself.
A lot of people don't know that it's actually Jamie Foxx on that song, right?
I know.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is one of the greatest entertainers from our generation.
I agree.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Django.
Yeah.
He's just doing movies.
But not enough movies.
No.
Not a lot of them.
You don't have to when you're him. You can choose.
Did you ever hear about that story about him and Quentin Tarantino? Like the thing where like Quentin Tarantino's obsessed with feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It was like Jamie Foxx and Quentin Tarantino each brought a girl home, and Jamie Foxx and his girl disappear upstairs, and then it's from the perspective of the girl who's there with Quentin Tarantino, and he asks her to do a bunch of creepy foot stuff.
That stuff's hot, right?
Is it?
Like,
yeah, it could be.
If she's cool with it.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be hot.
I'm just like, I don't want to know, but I do want to know, but I want that to be his business.
Yeah.
What,
I
Jamie
agree.
Foxx's or Quentin?
No, Quentin Tarantino's. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be so mad if I was like, you know what, I brought this woman home and I really thought she was going to let me skid on her toes, and she went and told everybody.
Yeah, what the hey?
It's so crazy how like fetishes are so stigmatized when it's really just another body part.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Who cares?
I guess it's
it's weird
toes,
because it's
elbows.
different, but like your feet can be
Beautiful.
sexual.
I think all parts of people, mostly women. I think as a man, I have some nasty parts of me that I don't like looking at.
Sure.
Mostly around the pee-pee hole. But other than that, women are so beautiful.
The
to
only
me.
thing that's around your pee-pee hole is your pee-pee. Will.
Yeah, the pee-pee's not good.
Okay, don't like looking at it.
Skin. This is darker than the rest of my body.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
something new that we learned about Will today.
I already knew
the
that.
title I
knew that.
of
I
this
saw that
episode.
happen.
Oh, you saw
Most
saw
people
it?
are like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen it?
What? Who pants you, Bowman?
Oh, yeah, I've heard
fuck,
this story
I forgot
before.
about- God damn
I was there for that.
I didn't
Let's put
even
it that
really
way.
care, but yeah, Bowman did pants me in front of all of my friends. So-
We talk about the evolution of Bowman's style from
I love it.
dad style, dad.
Now he's straight up dad and
Now
he
he's
loves
dad.
it.
But before he was dad, he was thrift store.
Yeah.
Which I always appreciate a good thrift look.
Right? Well,
Yeah.
my favorite outfit was the one that was like a map from head to toe. It was like map shorts and a map button down, and they
Would
went
you
together.
call him Map Bowman?
Yes. Map
I
here.
remember. If you guys don't know who are listening, we had a editor that used to work here from the beginning, Bowman, and he's one of the craziest people of all time. But not in the regular crazy, like, oh, I'm gonna break something and film it. What he did, like, with one of his most recent stunts that I loved, it might have been like a year ago, is when he went to Map Convention, or what was it, Country Con?
Oh my gosh, yeah,
man.
Country Con.
Yeah.
Which was just in a library downstairs. They have a meeting with people who build their own
countries.
miniature countries.
Yeah, people who consider themselves like leaders of small nations of like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Or just themselves.
And it's really like they carry their countries around, some of them. It's just like, I guess they legally get it documented that this is their tiny country, and he filmed it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like my friend John Idarola, who was in here for the loop the other day.
Smart man.
He was so smart, so great. He was telling me that he was going down to San Diego for a board game convention.
Yes.
And I was like, that's a thing? And he's like, yes. You just sit there for hours and play board games with people at a convention. And I'm like, it sounds great and also terrible.
Exactly, yeah. Like, if I was in the mood for that, like if this was like on a Sunday and this was right down the block from my house, I would for sure go to this.
Yeah.
And school some people and Puppy Monopoly.
Puppy Monopoly?
Yeah, we
Is
had
that
that
a
in my
deal?
kid. We had that when I was a kid, and it stuck in my brain forever.
I want Puppy Monopoly.
What's the best board game of all time?
Monopoly. It will
Really?
get heated in Monopoly. Especially if
Is
you play
it-
with competitive people.
I don't like math. So.
Like, for me, I got to go the game of life.
Life is fun.
Life
You mean
is fun.
literally life?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Life is
No, the
better
board
when you
game
treat it that
life.
way.
No, the board game life.
Oh, I was being dead serious.
This game of life.
Yeah, this game
Ain't fair.
Yeah,
Ain't
this
fair,
game
ain't
called
fun.
Life Ain't Fair.
Life is like, I only played it a couple times. You hop over a person and they go away, right?
No, that's trouble
Oh,
or
you're right.
sorry.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Life is like you have a van or something. I remember
Yeah,
there's
you
a
have
van.
like
Yeah, you have little people that you put
you have
in
little
your car.
people that you put in your station wagon,
Yeah.
and you have the choice of whether or not to go to college, and you get a job. And if you're a cop and people spin a 10, you get $5,000 from them because they sped. They're speeding.
Oh boy, what was the one I was just thinking about? Forgot.
Mousetrap.
How did you know? Mousetrap is the dumbest shit in the world.
It's not a game.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
an
just a
elaborate
toy.
setup to do once and then you're done.
Yeah.
It's set this up for 3 hours because you're 8 years old and don't get it yet,
Yeah.
and then do it once.
Yeah.
I played Candyland for the first time in 20 years this year.
Does it hold up?
No, it is the most boring fucking game of all time, and that's why 2-year-olds can play it.
Okay, I really want it to be Queen Frosting or whatever the fuck her
Oh
name is.
yeah.
Lord
Queen
Licorice,
Frosting.
Queen Frosting. What kind of accent does a Queen of Frosting have?
And there was like a chocolate woman or like
Yeah, Chocolate Man.
No,
Like, it was,
it was Lord Licorice.
like Maleficent, right? Kind of like
I don't know. It's like
what?
gloop,
Candy Dandy Man.
candy dandy man.
Let's just make them all up. Wait. Candy
Peppermint
Dandy.
Pete.
Peppermint Pete. There was another girl. She was like Lollipop Lily.
Yeah, Lily Lollipop. Gary Gumdrop.
Here we go.
How are y'all coming up with all this candy and shit?
Just pick a candy and then come up with a name that begins with the same letter.
Jolly Rancher Jerry.
Yeah.
That's
But that's
amazing.
trademarked. You guys were getting
Yeah.
like Lollipop. Jolly Ranchers are trademarked.
So, okay, like,
Sour Strip Sally.
that's a good
There you
one.
go.
Right?
And just a little bit of Cookie Craig.
Cookie Craig.
Cookie Craig is the kind
That's
of guy.
the name of the dog from the Cookie Crisp. Cookie Craig.
Cookie Craig.
Nah, I feel like Cookie Craig is the kind of guy to ask you to touch your hair. For sure.
That was Jeopardy champion's name. His name's Craig.
I really hope it was.
I actually don't remember.
Oh, no, one of the real ones was Grandma Brittle.
I
She
remember
was
that.
a peanut brittle grandma.
Because only grandmas like brittle.
Queen Frosting.
And King Candy. King Candy was, you got to the end and you met King Candy.
You know
Yeah.
that's incestual. If your last name's Candy and you're the king, that means you've been like in the family. You know,
In the
he's
Candy family all this time.
He's all deformed and stuff. He shouldn't be king, but he
Yeah.
came out that way.
Too much candy incest.
Okay. everybody knows the best board game is Settlers of Catan.
I've never
It's
played
fun.
Settlers of Catan, and every instinct in my body tells me it would be my favorite thing.
I know you would like
You
it.
would dominate that game. It's your game, Matt Lieberman.
Is it really?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's so much like, look, man, I know you got 2 sheeps, but I actually really need a lot of hay. If you could really talk like that, you can win. We
Do
need
you know
to play
who
that.
likes
You can
hay?
barter.
Lucy, my guinea pig.
There you go. You can barter.
Yeah.
You win.
I know it's not real hay, but my guinea pig
Needs that hay.
Settlers, Clue, and Stratego
Clue
are my go-tos.
might be the greatest board game of all time.
And just an incredible movie.
Yes, it's an incredible.
I always want to play Clue because like on TV they're always like the murderer was the waiter the whole time. Is it really like that? I never played it.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's you
It
got
was
you got a little detective book
Miss
and you're
Scarlet
and you're figuring out it's
In the study.
with the
With my
rope.
dick.
Oh!
Pew, pew. She stole my penis.
Yeah.
I always wanted to play too, but I was too young. Some Carmen Sandiego. Where's she at right now?
You mean the computer game?
I don't remember what
it was a show.
Yeah, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego was a show, and then it was also like a series of computer games. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the U.S. is Carmen Sandiego?
you're a
where,
little-
where in Time is Carmen Sandiego? That was a really good
You're
one.
a little older than me, so you were one of the kids that could actually play it. I was too young that I didn't get it. I didn't even know
Right.
what it was. I just wanted it because all the older kids was playing with this woman with red clothes on.
And then it was also a cartoon for like a season, and no one watched it.
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens. That reminds me of like how movies become cartoons, and I really love the Lilo and Stitch one.
I like that.
cartoon was really good.
So was The
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
There was a cartoon of that?
Yeah, there was a TV show on Disney. It was Little Mermaid, and they had an Aladdin.
there was.
There was an Aladdin one.
And there was a boy.
and there was Timon and Pumbaa.
That one
Yeah.
was beautiful. The art direction for that, I know I'm being dead serious. The
Be
art
dead
direction,
serious.
The landscapes on the Timon and Pumbaa show were beautiful
They're
to me.
legit.
I love them. They weren't anything special, but that type of 90s cartoonish, and they were trying to recreate Disney with no budget. I just loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Little Mermaid TV show, they had a merman.
Yeah, it was a boy.
There was a boy.
Trident?
Why?
Yeah.
Or something like that. His
No,
name-
no. It was like Ariel's friend.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was.
I remember
I
it wasn't-
remember like that was like actually the first time I considered. I was like, why do boys have nipples? Because
He did.
you know, Ariel had her seashell bra, but
Right,
this
and
guy,
he
this
just
boy
had
had
nipples.
nipples, and I was like, as a kid, I was like, that's strange.
Where's his
still don't know why.
seashells? Yeah.
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 Dude, is there a
God.
reason why? Man, I guess none of us would know.
I still wonder why.
They're vestigial. It's like I don't know.
I mean, I know why men have nipples. I was told recently why. I
Why?
forgot.
Oh,
Why?
well then what the hell?
Oh, girl. I don't know. But I still question why we can show one and not the other.
I know, especially
It's
if they're
still
so
so weird
similar.
to me.
People get really passionate.
Oh wait, I
on
do know
either
why.
side
I
of
do
that.
remember why. Okay, so it's like when you're born, you still have the X chromosome.
Right.
So it's like it's still like a residual of
Yeah.
that. So it's like everyone's born with that, but then you have the extra X. I please tell me I'm right. I hate
It's
talking
all right.
about this,
It's
the
all
but I'm
extra
right.
dumb as
X is
shit.
what makes them all big and
It's
round.
what makes them all big and booby.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
nothing in mine.
No.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone starts off basically as a woman car. It's like everyone's like a straight
Yeah.
up woman at first.
right.
very glad to be. I feel like I've retained some female qualities still. Like I definitely have. Like I have a woman's ass. I know.
You got that booty.
Yeah, I got
Lucky.
I straight up have a woman's body from right there. But the rest I
I'll
hope
take
is
yours.
Yeah.
boy. Take it.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Take
really
my
there.
butt, please.
In case I ever get into like mangled in an accident, they're like, we got plenty to take from in his ass. It'll be great.
I think we mentioned that on Naked and Afraid. Sam and I were talking about of all the hosts we would eat, it would be Will's butt.
Yeah.
We could eat off that shit for 3
Exactly.
months.
Exactly. You know what's crazy to me is like I squat. Like I go to the gym, I squat, whatever. It's really, really hard. I eat a ton of protein. I'm like, I'm gonna get a butt. It's really hard to get a butt. Like you have to dedicate your life to the gym to get a butt. I
Yeah.
have no time for that shit.
I've noticed that squats are actually very easy for me because everybody would be like, let me see if you're doing it right. And they're always like, oh, you actually are doing it really well. And I was like, oh, so this is only things my butt comes in handy for is squats are easy and driving for a long time is not hard for me.
Yeah, I bet you have like an easy time sitting down
Yeah,
on,
you got
on
lots to
hard
sit on.
chairs.
Lots of
'cause
cushion and muscles.
Let's be real, my bones hurt
Yeah.
Sure.
after a long sit.
That just reminded me. I went on a air flight on this. I'm not one of those people that gets mad publicly at companies, but fuck Frontier Airlines. Their bus.
Who is that? Is what
That's
I want to
why.
know.
they're an Airbus because their seats are literally metal like a bus. And I had to, when we flew to Texas, I was on that, and it was the worst experience of my life. Not even my ass cheeks could handle it.
That's what
like
you
the
get for missing your flight.
You're right.
Wait.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've kept this secret for far too long.
Oh no.
I need to put you on blast real quick.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Will, Darren, and I were going to Texas to report on the Republican National Convention, or not the Republican Republican debate,
Where you guys met Donald Trump, right?
where we met Donald Trump. So we all get to the airport the night before the debate. So we would get to Texas the night before. We'd have a full day to prep and then go do our stuff at the debate.
It's true.
I get to the airport first. We're all running a bit late. We're a bit scared that we're going to miss the flight.
Yeah.
And I get there with like 20 minutes to spare before they start boarding. And Will and Darren get in like maybe 5 minutes after me. We see each other.
Yeah.
I'm like quickly wolfing down a sandwich at the gate, and they're like, we're going to go get food. And I get up to board the plane, and I get on the phone with Denise, and I'm talking to her, and we talk, I think, for like 40 minutes. So like I'm on the plane, I'm sitting down, and I realize all of a sudden that they've stopped boarding people, and that I don't think I ever saw Will and Darren get on the plane.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I freak out. When I fly, I take stuff to fly. I take
you're
stuff
a
to
nervous
fly.
flyer.
I'm a nervous. I just don't like flying.
And that stuff will
That's
just
fine.
enhance your feelings. But I remember it was so weird because, like, as you just explained, it was set up for us to just get on the flight.
Yeah.
But I remember minutes before, like the 30 minutes before we were on the plane, I remember just being in this haze as if time didn't exist. And I was just walking around. I was in the bathroom, and I was talking to the person trying to buy earphones, and I was like, I don't know if I want these headphones. Just
That Cinnabon was just too good.
yeah.
Do you want another one? I'm
Wait
gonna
a
get
second.
another.
So you guys missed the flight?
Yeah. And
So I realized, I'm like, I gotta go. I think they missed the flight, and I text Darren, and I'm like, are you guys on the flight? And he was like, no. Why? I'm like, they boarded the flight, and they're just like, what?
we're losing our minds.
And I'm just like, they closed the doors. There's no time. You missed it.
So Lieberman's on the plane freaking out over his stuff, and we're on the other side of the door. We had just got there. And I remember this dude from Africa. He was like, you guys cannot make the flight. No matter what, we have closed the doors. And it was
That's a
like
good
so
accent.
I just felt it. And we were so upset. And we were like, he was like being like a little rude about it. And then like Darren and I were like kind of just like hurt about it. And then he picked up the phone and went, hey, what's up?
Stop it.
And then he started laughing. He was like,
Stop it.
and Darren and I died laughing. One of the best laughs of our entire friendship.
That's amazing. So you guys had to take Frontier?
Yeah, they had to go back home, and they thought they were slick about it, but Sophia was at their house.
Oh, yeah, she coincidentally was at our house.
Yeah, so she knew that they missed the flight. They had to take like the earliest flight in the morning. Meanwhile, I'm on the plane with no way of contacting them, not knowing what's going on medication.
Oh my
so
God.
I am having a fucking journey on this plane, and like feeling really guilty because I was like, somehow in my own mind, I made it my fault. I was just like, this has to be my fault. I saw them. I should have gotten them. I shouldn't have gotten on the plane without them. This is on me.
That's
just a nice
no,
person.
it's just Dad Lieberman coming out to play.
Yeah. it's
Dad
just-
Lieberman, and you know what? God bless Dad Lieberman.
God bless
God
Dad
bless
Lieberman.
Dad Lieberman.
But that time he was an absentee father, Lieberman.
Oh, he was talking to Mom.
Lieberman.
Do not leave
Yeah.
your kids at the airport, though.
Do not leave your kids at the airport. Then you get in a Home Alone 2 situation.
How was
Yeah.
that never a movie? Oh, there was Unaccompanied Minors where they were like trapped in an airport.
Oh
overnight
yeah,
for-
with
I remember that movie. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Tyler James.
Was that him?
Yeah. What's his name from Everybody Hates Chris?
Tyler James Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. People always say I look like him, and I'm like, right. Yeah.
You just saying that because we're skinny and black.
Exactly. And,
Yeah.
and the nose, I'm going to be honest. It's the nose.
Bree, who do people tell you look like?
Felicia Day.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. I don't see it at all.
It's just because you have
At
red
all.
hair and pale skin.
Yes. I used to joke. I was like, I'm like the fat Felicia Day.
No.
That was my joke.
Okay.
I'm like Felicia Knight. I'm Felicia Knight. I'm Felicia Day when she goes to bed and
Felicia
parties.
Knight.
I think you guys part your hair in the same place too.
Possibly.
That could be it.
I don't know. I don't care. I think I just look like every redhead from every commercial.
Oh, and Lieberman, you look like the guy from Aliens 2.
Yep. Paul Reiser. It's just Aliens. It's Alien 2 or Aliens.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's Aliens.
Yeah,
It's
Paul
Aliens.
Reiser is the one that I get the most. I used to get a lot of Steve Carell's when I would comb my hair down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which I appreciated.
Yeah.
They
Those
don't
aren't
come
bad
around no
people
more.
to be.
Yeah.
I
Who do
really
you
like
get,
Aliens.
Other than Tyler James
yeah.
Williams.
I've been getting that my whole life because I was a kid at the same time as him during
Sure,
Everybody
sure,
Hates
sure.
Chris.
Yeah.
So people still, but now I don't know. I feel like I don't get anybody really.
I don't think you look like like any celebrities I can think of.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm sorry to bring it up. I'm just like like Drake kind of looks like his own person. I think, love this man. I love Drake, but he kind of look like a sloth sometimes. A very cute and beautiful sloth. Once you become a celebrity and glow up, he just looks like himself.
Yeah. Man, I miss Degrassi. Ugh.
Me too. I would love to
bless.
be on an updated Degrassi.
It's still on. Can you believe that?
It's
still
ending
on.
though. Isn't it its final season?
No, they moved it. They moved it to like
okay.
a streaming service. It's
Got
not on
it.
TV anymore.
Got it,
it's on
got it.
like the Hulus or Netflix or whatever.
Sure.
I would be on
miss it.
I had this
Who
thing
would
that
be
I was
your
thinking.
character if you were on it?
Oh, I'm for sure getting shot. I don't care. I don't care.
People get shot on Degrassi?
Yes.
Or shot or stabbed.
What?
You
Oh
should
my
see
God,
the scene.
yeah.
I know people be getting pregnant and getting in car accidents, but shot and stabbed?
Everything that can happen happens on Degrassi. Whatever it takes, they can make it through.
Who got kidnapped?
Oh my God, Emma. The very first episode of Degrassi Junior High, they came back, Emma meets this internet guy online, and he turns out to be like a 30-year-old dude. And he
Trying to touch her hair.
He's like, come back up to my hotel room. And so he brings her up to the hotel room. Do you remember that shit? And then Manny and Toby and JT try to save her.
Oh, man.
I had this interesting thought once. I was like, what if Degrassi's just improv? The whole thing.
There's no way, because they do the same shitty jokes in every episode.
That's how you know it's improv.
No, it's shitty dad jokes. So a 30-something-year-old man wrote all of the episodes,
Yeah.
and teen girls are saying
Like the joke that we cut out of the White Wall yesterday?
Oh no, which one? Which joke?
So yesterday we did a White Wall where we talked about North Korea, how they ban funerals and weddings in Pyongyang.
Oh, I think we
And
both accidentally covered
Yeah,
that.
we both covered it. You covered on People Be Like.
Yeah.
So I wrote out this really dumb joke that was Bree saying, now I won't be, I'll have to, now my wedding / funeral for my dead fiance, Min Sinjuk, is indefinitely on hold. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Bree. And then she says, it's okay. He's a rotten kisser.
Dad Lieberman, everyone.
I swear to God, you and Steve
Joel
were,
and I both were like, nope.
there was a moment literally because I have very little experience with Joel so far.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, me
but
too. Oh,
yeah,
the
he's great.
moment that you guys didn't laugh at that joke, I was like, I'm fired. I am fired.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
I was just like, this is the beginning of the end. Because while you and Steve were at Target, I wrote that joke and I nearly cried laughing.
Lieberman, you have the most extreme thoughts.
You do. Your jokes they're either really funny or they're I don't know, not unfunny, but they're
Where'd you
really
get
funny
that?
to dads.
Yes. Well, you have to allow yourself to fail. Otherwise, you won't write any good
But
jokes.
that's the thing. It's your jokes don't ever really fail. They may fail with us, but there's an audience for your jokes out there somewhere.
Somewhere.
I have jokes that straight up bomb. Nobody would laugh. But you have either really funny jokes or jokes for dads. And that's it.
I should just write a book that's just called Jokes for Dads, 101 jokes for dads that are all new.
That would probably sell so much. Go do
think
it right
so.
now.
Well, I want to do that.
You and my dad would legitimately be best friends.
Listen, I only met your dad for an hour, and I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Mike Essrig and I would have a blast picking out matching teas,
and pulling each other's fingers. Maybe get a nice coffee,
God.
talk about weather, dogs. I don't know.
My dad is not like your dad's at all.
No.
Oh my God.
I wish
your
I
dad
had
is
your
older,
dad.
right?
My dad, yeah, he's in his late 50s, about to be 60.
Oh, my dad's older. Yeah, my
really?
dad's the same age.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, I don't know. He hasn't given up on youth yet. He thinks he's the same age as me. So, I mean, the last time he came here, I remember I remember Darren and Sam were like, we want to go to the club with your dad. And I was like, fine, I'm gonna ask him. I was like, Daddy, you want to go to the club with my friends? Yeah, I'm ready right now.
No way.
Yeah, and we went, and he was out there dancing. I'm like, you can't be pushing 60 dancing better than me.
Oh man.
I think that's a problem with you. That's a you problem.
Yeah, that
Actually,
sounds
you're right.
great. I want to
Yeah.
hang out with your dad.
Yeah, my dad can bust out swing moves. Like, my
Okay.
mom has a bad back, so they don't do it much anymore. But when I see them at their happiest, they're at a bar or bat mitzvah of some kind, doing a quick
They are twisting and shouting.
twisting, shouting, swing dance. Anytime I'm at any kind of event with my mom, I always dance with my mom because I know it makes her crazy happy.
Cute.
Because she can't do it for too long because of her back.
I've never been to
Aw.
a bar mitzvah. I always wanted to go
it's
to
a-
one.
it's
Will,
time.
Yeah.
I would love to throw you a bar mitzvah like what
A
Drake
bro
had.
mitzvah.
They're like with in the chairs and
The
shit.
chair and
Well,
everything. All you have to do is study your Haftorah, learn your Maftir portion. We'll do it reformed, so it's real easy. You can just read the
Yeah.
transliteration.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to be at a bar mitzvah where the kid didn't study. I'd be like, you need to know your culture up there, boy.
Especially because
so
you're
many.
getting a ton of money.
Yeah. The worst thing is like when all the bar mitzvah kids, they give a speech. Bar and bar mitzvah kids, they give a speech about what they learned and about, what the portion that they're reading is about, what it means to them. And sometimes you hear speeches that were definitely written by the parents that the kids don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
And they just blast through it to get to the party. And it's really depressing.
My sister had to rent a rabbi for her bat mitzvah.
No.
Okay.
What's that mean?
My parents, so I had a full-on bat mitzvah. Like, I went to Hebrew school. I studied for 4 years. I learned that shit.
Yeah.
My sister was just like, I don't want a bat mitzvah. And my parents were like, all right, we'll just rent you a rabbi. She didn't have to do shit.
What?
She read all of it in English, and she got her bat mitzvah at home.
Boom.
In the comfort of our living room.
Yeah.
Wait, but did she get the money?
No.
Is the question.
My parents took us on a family trip to Hawaii,
Oh, hell yeah.
which was amazing. That was my sister's bat mitzvah and her present. Was just like in the living room, didn't have to do shit, and we got to go to Hawaii, which was dope. But I was like, God damn, I had to go to school, extra school
It's
for
like
4 years.
It's like the
Work
difference
my ass
between
off.
going to driving school and taking driving school online, like traffic school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember for my sister's 18th birthday, they rented out a room in a community room, and like threw a party. She had my friend DJ it and everything. It was a great party. Everybody had a great time. For my going away 18th, because I was gonna turn 18 in college, so we had a going away graduation party. It was at the church in the
Yes.
back room with a bunch of
Yes.
old people.
No.
It was
Oh, William.
The worst thing in the
William,
world.
tell me where you're going, son. Where you going? Oh,
That is
Where you going to
too
school?
where you
accurate.
going to school, William?
Oh,
Are you
film
gonna
school?
Are you gonna keep the Lord's prayer, His covenant,
yes.
Will?
Oh yes,
You're gonna go to church down there? They got a lot of churches down there. May seem like a city of heathens, but I believe in you. You're an angel.
That is too accurate. And let me tell you about church people. Nicest people ever to me in my whole life. I haven't spoken to some of these people in years, haven't been back to the church, and they still love me. I know they do.
That's
Yup.
nice. That's the thing that's so cool about religion is there's so much love
Yeah.
in celebrating together. And that's one of the things I love about
Yeah.
religion. I'm not religious myself, but that is one thing that I miss about temple.
Yeah, like all my friends are atheists or reaching upon it, and fuck all you guys. You're mean. None of y'all love me. But you religious
Yeah,
people,
atheists are so mean.
Okay, I'm gonna stand
I'm an
up
atheist
for
hate.
there are also plenty of horrible things that have been done in the name of religion.
Oh, no,
yeah,
100%.
100%, yeah.
Everybody, wait, I'm just starting to realize everyone's kind of terrible when I think about it.
Look, there are good people
Oh.
and bad people. It doesn't matter what you believe.
Yeah.
Fuck,
You're right.
man.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
it's just ironic that, historically, a lot of religious people have been known to go to other countries and fuck shit up. But you meet them in person, they're like, hi, how are you today?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
They've also been given aid and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
They do good
Mormon
things.
people. Mormon people get the worst rap. I remember back at the old place I used to live when I was 19, Darren and I had this apartment and I would be so bored. It was before I was on SourceFed and had shit to do. And I would always see them go by on their bikes and I would just talk to them because they would really sit there and answer any ridiculous question I had about the Mormon religion.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I like Mitt Romney. I think he's got some crazy ideas, but I would love to meet Mitt Romney.
Have you ever had missionaries come to your door when you are when
I thought you were
shit's
going to say
going
missionary
down?
sex, and I was like, no. No, I haven't.
That's
and
the best
if
position.
that's true, I'm impressed because it's very easy to do that. That seems like the most normal one.
No, it is. I was kidding. That was a joke.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
continue. Yeah, missionaries come to your door. Yes.
Come to your door
and have sex with you.
No, like right
Oh,
after you've gotten some like bad news or like you're fighting with somebody or something.
Nope.
Yeah, they come at the worst time. Is
Yeah.
That? Oh,
I bet
didn't
they
know
would
that
come
was
to
a
your
thing.
house. I bet they would come to your house and talk to you about it, though.
Yeah, they would want to sit down. Anytime somebody comes to my door for anything religious, I'm always nice to them because I know that is just a gig where you are just getting shit upon
Every day.
every second of
Yeah.
every day.
I may not agree with you. Some of these rules I don't abide by, but I really respect that you, because like I
that
believe,
you care enough to come.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to anybody's house door to door and be like, "Hey, this is what I believe in."
Yeah.
That's some real balls. I remember these people came to my door once and they handed me this huge black book that was in some other language. It's called like the Zoltar or something. And they were like, I was like, I don't.
Do you mean the Watchtower?
Nope, I'm sure people will know. It's like, it might be, I forget what language it's in. I still have the book though.
The Quran?
No, it's not the Quran. I think it's the religion that Ariana Grande is what I remember. But I remember the guy was like,
The
Jewish?
Taiga?
no, the tiger. I think you're thinking Kylie Jenner.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Wow, we are just misguided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Ariana Grande with?
She's with some guy. She used to be with Big Sean.
Big
That's why
Sean.
you're confusing it.
I'm sorry.
Big Sean Tiger. Who cares? I like Big Sean though. But I remember they gave me this book and they were like, "This book will bring good luck to your house." And I was like, "All right, I'll keep it in my house now." Haven't been haunted once.
There you go.
There you go.
Bye bye.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
No,
Why don't you?
because I've done so much ghost hunting that I've just faked so much.
Just for the fun?
Just because nothing happened and I felt the need to like pretend just to like make stuff that's interesting. I don't think it's real. I don't think ghosts are real. I think once you're dead, you're dead. And I think any like type of thing we feel or see is definitely from another dimension. It's like
Neat.
other people.
Cool.
I wouldn't, honestly, if like they were like, "Okay,
Neat.
here's another dimension you can go to. We just have a portal. You can go and see it's different." I'd be like, 100% no thank you.
Yeah.
No thank you. I actually really like the rules that has been established in my life over the past 22 years. I don't want new ones.
If
Right?
you
You're
had asked
doing
me
pretty
before
well.
SourceFed,
Yeah.
though, I would have been like, yes, take me anywhere.
I want to go
Please.
to anything.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot my next question. Oh,
Ghosts.
yeah, about
Yeah.
ghosts.
I don't believe in them. I mean, well, I do for the fun of it. I personally would like to have an interaction with a ghost, but only if it's chill. Like, only if the ghost is like, "Yeah, I died in like 2008. Who won the election?"
And you'd be like Barack Obama.
And he'd be like, "Fuck," and then he's like, that's all he needed to go back to.
That resolved his shit.
That was, he's like, "I don't know who won."
Unless it's Casper Devansawa, I don't care.
Is that
about
Casper's
ghosts.
last name?
No, Devon Sawa was the actor who played Casper when he became a human boy, when he got to go to the dance.
And
Oh,
kiss
and that-
Christina
and
Ricci,
kiss
and
us
I was
both.
so jealous of him.
That awoke you sexually or some shit?
It awoke a lot of women sexually.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie that scared the shit out of me as a kid. Not Witches.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
No. Like Three Witches?
Yeah.
Or what's it called? Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Hocus
about
Pocus?
No.
Hocus Pocus, Three Witches, and Witches of Eastwick.
No,
And
I was
The
talking about
Witches.
Hocus Pocus. Do you remember Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I know a lot of people love that movie.
Nah.
You haven't seen it? Wow.
I would
it's
be
so
scared.
good.
Every year it would come on Disney Channel and they show the commercials for it and I was fucking terrified.
It's so funny. It's like not scary. It's funny.
It is though. I didn't realize that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, watch it now. It's classic.
Okay,
I mean, you
I'll
have to
watch
watch it just for Bette Midler.
There's a lot of movies that I'm catching up on now because I was so sheltered when I was a kid. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
all I watched was Nickelodeon, Disney movies, and Cartoon Network. I want to say until I was like 13.
Okay, Hocus Pocus was on Disney.
And I don't know how you didn't see
We
that.
didn't have Disney.
Oh, you watch
Channel.
Disney movies.
Disney movies, like the animated movies.
oh.
Like my family, we kept it tight in terms of what I could see.
Same.
I've been back to watching. I've always had issues falling asleep, and I was just thinking, what did I used to do when I was a kid? So I've been putting on Roseanne at night and falling the fuck
The
to
best.
sleep. Roseanne's the best show.
The best show. Mm-hmm. That's a family I want to live in. Like
Me
I want to
too.
be a part of
Why?
that
They're all
family.
mean.
That's why.
They're funny, but they love each other. Like they're not mean. They're
Right.
like
They're
they
not
poke
like
fun
Married
at
with
each other.
Children mean.
yeah.
No, yeah, that was.
That show does not hold up.
I had the biggest crush
Yeah.
on Darlene growing up, and I still low key
because
do.
she's the shit.
Yeah.
She keeps it real.
Darlene would never lie to you.
No.
She was so mean to David, who went to be on the Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God. So good.
I want to be him.
Man, John Goodman is the
man.
best dad.
He's dead now.
What?
I just did that joke the other day.
Who'd you do with John Goodman or someone else?
I remember I was going
a
around
good
telling
joke.
everybody that John Goodman was dead for fun, and it wasn't really that fun to anyone but me. I don't know why I would do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
I don't know, especially because I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And he's not dead,
Yeah.
but I just did it anyway.
I don't get it when people get all kinds of fucking upset when celebrities die. You didn't know them.
Yeah.
You don't know them. You don't have a relationship with them. You watched a bunch of movies or you listened to a bunch of music. I don't fucking get it.
I don't understand like being so upset like you can't eat, can't sleep, whatever, but like I understand being upset that the art that they brought ceases to exist.
Right.
Like, that you'll have their past, but like they will not continue to make more art.
If they're
that you can enjoy.
if you're like under 70 and you die, it's sad. But if they're like 80s pushing it, like let him die.
Like Betty White when she goes, not anytime soon, but when she does, like she's in her 90s.
I hope it's not the day they post this podcast.
I
and
know.
everybody's like,
I
Bree killed
would be
Betty
so-
White.
I know. Let's be real. Everyone loves her and she's great, but
Right.
she's in her 90s.
Yeah.
She's lived.
She's lived so much.
Yeah.
I think she's the first woman to have a late night talk show. Yeah,
She didn't have a. She did.
Betty White.
The Betty White show? Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Yeah, she's done a lot of stuff in her career.
Yeah.
Just like that other lady that died recently that played the grandma in every movie I watched as a kid.
Doris Roberts.
Doris Roberts, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just like, I wonder, I was thinking when she died, I was thinking about how, like, I was looking through her, like, IMDb credits, and I saw movies she did in, like, the 80s, and I was like, she was already old in the 80s, and that was only, like, halfway through
That's
her
like
life.
William Shatner. William Shatner is in his 80s, and he has been
around forever.
William Shatner has been age 40 since like 1975.
Yeah.
And he was playing 40 for like a good 20 years.
Yeah.
And then he just shot up to old guy roles.
Yeah, everyone in the world needs to see that clip from Star Trek where he's fighting that
The Gorn?
Oh, I don't know what it is, but he picks up a rock.
Yeah, it's the Gorn. He's fighting the Gorn.
Once you finish watching
called
this
the
and clicking
Gorn.
on buying on everything on For Human Peoples, go ahead and watch that clip. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, Bree, you got a new poster on For Human Peoples.
I
huh?
do.
It's signed.
You can
It's hot
pre-order
fire.
it now, and if you pre-order it now, you can get the signed version of it. The
Yeah.
unsigned version will be available after I think the 16th of
Cool.
May.
Very
Okay,
cool.
that's
So you should
pretty
get
good.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching the SourceFed podcast. You know, I love having you guys around here in this little living room. Thanks for watching us. I know who my real father is.
Yeah, I know who Dad Lieberman is,
True that.
I'm William Hain.
I'm Matt Lieberman.
and I'm Bree Esrick.
Me too.
They were just like, rock it. And they dipped the whole damn thing in there.
Muscles